his first chance to compete. Luca Augustine of Pitt.
So we have Heller here and Antrassian.
Just getting started now. 57 pounds in this first round.
Bumping up to 184. Reece Heller, Panther, Neil Antrassian, Virginia. It's been a smooth transition for the Cavalier coming from the Ivies. He has really relit the fire this season. You see him working off that arm drag. Nice counter, though, by Heller.
Step over!
Nicely done by Heller, and he'll get the first two.
He's a squirrely wrestler. He just kind of just flows and sees what happened. This looks like a bad situation for Antrassian. He got two. Oh, my goodness. Reece Heller is not playing around here. Up 4-0 on Antrassian, who's a very disciplined wrestler.
Good start for Heller, who received a lot of notoriety and well-deserved earlier this year. Was ACC Wrestler of the Week after he picked up a fall over Hunter Boland. A funky wrestler, can catch you in a lot of precarious positions, and Antrassian just trying to find some traction in this first period.
And you come back from stuff like this just 1 point at a time. You don't try and look for a big throw. You just chip away very early in the first period. And this is a situation where Heller feels very comfortable. And Antrassian's doing a good job of lifting up the heel. He wants to make sure he stays between the legs and do not let Heller to sit to the side. Oh, this is craftiness right here. This was crafty. Oh man, that's crafty. Still no control. Control is felt. So at this point, Heller is in the waterfall position. Antrassian is picking a side. He's going to try and hook the leg, but Heller is doing a good job here of scramble fest. Just like the eggs I had this morning. Stepped over by... Wow. I mean, it seems like Heller's just a little hair ahead.
Works on that crossface, still has the arm buried for Antrassian. Antrassian able to free up that arm, but look at Heller. He just switches the body, goes right over to the opposite side. Now Antrassian working his way back up, and he is away.
Late score, 6-2. Oh, this is a very nice match here. And one of the things that Coach Garland looked at his wrestler said, hey, calm down, relax, we're good to go.
First year in Charlottesville for Antrassian. He arrived in the summer, transferred in from Penn, where he went 40-41 in his career. Very difficult summer trying to apply everything new that he was learning. Coming off an all-Ivy League season a year ago. He was an alternate for the NCAAs, but the call never came for him to represent Penn at Nationals, and he talked about how tough that was. Three escapes, that's been it so far for Neil Antrassian. Solid beginning here for Reece Heller. And again, you see Antrassian try to drop into a shot, but Heller so active. Good hips, sprawl back.
So guys that are really good in position where they can sit corners and swivel their hips, you got to finish quickly. And one of the things Coach Coleman Scott says, you don't scramble out of doubles. And I have to agree with him. When you have doubles, it's very difficult to scramble out of. But look at this. I mean, this is just high-level wrestling. This is why we said at the beginning of the program that 184 was one of the tougher weight classes. For this reason, this is a 4-5, and this is just really good wrestling. Antrassian is going on limp arm, and the quickness. He did a limp arm, and as soon as the limp arm was happening, Heller faced him. This is really good stuff here. Stalemate, meaning no one can improve.
Keith Gavin has to be really happy with the start. of this match at 184. Keep in mind, Heller had a tough finish to the year. He lost 4 of his last 5 matches. Now, one of those losses was to Trent Hidley, the top seed. The winner gets Hidley a little bit later on in the semifinals, but see Antrassian come in with a low shot. Whizzer applied by Heller. We've seen Antrassian get to his offense a couple of times, only to be just kind of shucked aside here by the defense from Reece Heller. And here we go again, another scramble situation so far that Heller's been the guy coming out on top of.
He's still got the arm, and holding legs, he's got to hold on, take down. Crucial late period scoring. One of the things that Heller did when Antrassian shot in, he kind of did like a windshield wipe. He took his forearm and moved the head from one side to the other side of Antrassian to get to the side where he can sit to the corner. It seemed like he's just a hair ahead, just moving a little better.
Keith Gavin guiding the Panthers to a share of the regular season title this year. And they are not going anywhere. Outstanding recruiting class, really back-to-back recruiting classes for Gavin. 4 #1 seeds, and when you have legitimate threats, not just to win an ACC title as far as an individual goes, but a national championship, you're going to be a good tournament team, and Pitt will certainly have the opportunity to mount some points, not just here today, but also in Tulsa.
Really impressed with what's going on here with Heller. He's just looking really good. So here's the thing. Heller wants to work for a major decision. A takedown and a ride out will get him there. He's wrestling airtight here.
What a find for Gavin and Pitt the Heller brothers have been. They had some holes because of graduation last year, and the Hellers have stepped in, and for the most part, they have delivered. Holding, obviously, the top seed at a weight where we watched Jake Winsel dominate for so many years, and now Reece Heller in his first ACC championship match, really in a toss-up when you look at Neil Antrassian, really putting it to Antrassian.
He's looked great. He's looked great. Now, what does he get for winning this match? He gets Trent Hidley. And Trent Hidley is he's tough to figure out, but I tell you what, Heller's just sneaky, and he doesn't panic. Looked really, really good. I'm telling you, Antrassian is a really good wrestler who's tough to wrestle, but I'm telling you, Reece Heller, good job here.
Riding time point, Heller will end up with the major decision, a 12-3 win for the Hofstra transfer. Spent 3 years at Hofstra. And one thing we talked about, Rock, at the start, his ability to scramble and really turn the opponent's offense into his own offense.
And this was just a chess match, being very deliberate on what you do, not rushing. And then from one season, he's going to roll him through and then get between the legs to sit up. This is just patience and knowing this for years and years. This is not something that he just learned last week. This was years of experience.